Assalamu alaikum to all the viewers. So let me start by saying a few words about my own background. My name is Safa Arshad and today I am going to present the topic Piezoelectric sensor polyvinylidene fluoride based chemistry, its application in medical devices manufacturing, and this presentation is submitted to Dr. Hamad Majid. So my first slide is basically concerned about the table of contents, and my presentation is structured into the multiple topics which I will briefly explain in my upcoming slides. Introduction to Pvdf and piezoelectricity, chemical structure of Pvdf, piezoelectric properties of Pvdf, crystallinity of Pvdf, advantages of Pvdf for medical devices, applications of Pvdf based piezoelectric sensors in medical devices, experimental details, results and discussions, challenges and limitations, future prospects and innovations, and in the end I will discuss the conclusion. Polyvinylidene fluoride. Polyvinylidene fluoride is a versatile polymer that exhibits significant piezoelectric properties that makes it attractive material for multiple applications, especially in the medical device industry. The piezoelectric effect in Pvdf, where mechanical stress is converted into electric charge, is leveraged in a medical range of medical applications, from sensors to monitoring vital signals to diagnostic imaging tools and even implantable devices. Mechanical stress. Here the term the piezoelectric effect is used. So in order to understand this term, firstly we need to know what is the phenomena behind it. So when the mechanical stress is applied on any type of material and the electrical charge is produced as a result of this stress, this phenomena or this effect that is resulted in this case is called piezoelectric effect. Introduction. Polyvinylidene fluoride is a highly versatile thermoplastic polymer with unique piezoelectric properties, which makes it useful for the variety of applications, as I have told you earlier in my previous slide. So when it is subjected to the mechanical stress, the PVDF generates or produces electric charge due to the alignment of the molecular dipoles in the polymer. The term alignment of the polymer molecular dipoles I will explain you in my upcoming slides, in which I will show you the crystalline structure of the PVDF and the three layers in its structure. So this property is also known as piezoelectric effect. Chemical structure of PVDF. Molecular formula monomer. The basic unit of PVDF is vinylidene fluoride. And its chemical formula is C2H2F2, and its structure consists of a vinyl group that is C double bond C attached to a fluorine atom at the adjacent carbon positions. Piezoelectric properties of PVDF. One of the most significant properties of PVDF is its piezoelectricity, which makes it suitable for the sensors, actuators, and energy harvesting devices. So, in order to understand the piezoelectric mechanism, we need to know the different terminologies like the piezoelectric effect, inverse piezoelectric effect, and the polling process. So in the first one, that is piezoelectric effect, I have told you that when any type of mechanical stress is applied to PVDF, its molecular dipoles arrange. So here the molecular dipoles are specifically concerned about the beta phase of the PVDF, not in the alpha phase and the gamma phase. This is basically concerned with the beta phase realignment of the molecule. So as a result, the electric charge is produced, and this effect is called piezoelectric effect. And in the inverse piezoelectric effect, as you can clearly see, that the term itself is reflecting the whole phenomena behind it, that when an electric field is applied, the PVDF can deform mechanically, and this is known as inverse piezoelectric effect. Polling process. Polling process involves the heating of PVDF to a specific temperature, applying a strong electric field, and this aligns the polymer dipoles in a direction of the electric field that converts it into the beta phase and maximizing the piezoelectric effect. Crystallinity of the PVDF. So when we talk about the PVDF, we say that the polyvinylidene fluoride is a semi-crystalline structure, meaning that it shows both type of behaviors, that amorphous and crystalline. The crystallinity of the PVDF plays a significant role in its physical properties, including its piezoelectric characteristics. Crystalline phases of the PVDF can exist in three types. So the key phases are the alpha phase, beta phase, and the gamma phase. There are the basic differences between three of these phases. So when we talk about the alpha phase, we say that it is the most stable one. It is non-polar phase of Pvdf, and the arrangement of molecules in this phase is a trans-gauche conformation, and as a result of this phase does not show piezoelectric properties, and this is not involved in producing piezoelectric mechanism. The next one is the beta phase. The beta phase is the polar one, and it is the highly ordered crystalline structure, meaning that the molecules are highly arranged, or the alignment of the molecules is highly ordered. So that is responsible for the Pvdf piezoelectric behavior, and the polymer chains are aligned in a zigzag pattern, and this alignment shows the dipoles to be oriented in a way that shows the piezoelectric properties when mechanical stress is applied. Gamma phase. Gamma phase is different from both of the above phases, that this is the unique structure, and it may offer benefits in certain applications. So for Pvdf, this involves the movement and the alignment of the dipoles within the polymer crystalline structure, and in the polling process we say that the Pvdf subject to a polling process when electric field is applied, and as a result the beta phase in the polymer enhances the piezoelectric performance. So you can see the pictorial representation of the crystallinity of the Pvdf in which the three phases are showing, and you can see the difference between alpha phase and beta phase, and the third one, the gamma phase. As we have studied in our previous slide, that the gamma phase is the unique one, that arrangement of molecule is in the peculiar behavior, and alpha phase and beta phase, there is a difference, that alpha phase is not responsible for the piezoelectric effect, and the beta phase is responsible for the piezoelectric effect. And the blue dots are showing the hydrogen atom, that ones are showing fluorine atoms, and the black ones are showing carbon atoms. Now, what are the advantages of Pvdf that makes it suitable for the medical devices? The first one is the biocompatibility. The second one is flexibility and durability. The third one is high sensitivity and responsiveness, and the fourth one is the chemical and thermal stability. So overall, we say that the Pvdf is inherently biocompatible, meaning that it is approved by FDA, so it does not cause any type of adverse reaction when it is exposed to biological tissues or the fluids. And when we talk about the flexibility and durability, we say that the Pvdf is a flexible material, so it can be used in the devices that needs to be bent or stretched, such as wearable medical devices. And when we talk about the high sensitivity and responsiveness, we say that it is highly sensitive, that makes it useful in detecting minute mechanical changes. And in terms of chemical and thermal stability, we explain that Pvdf its excellent resistance to chemicals and heat, which is essential in medical environments where sterilization and durability are the key requirements. In a previous slide, I have discussed the advantages of Pvdf that makes it suitable for its use in medical devices, and now I will address the applications of Pvdf, meaning that in which type of medical devices we are using Pvdf. So we are using Pvdf in multiple devices such as wearable health monitoring devices, ECG monitoring devices, blood pressure and respiration monitoring devices, and we know that the Pvdf based sensors are in demand, and these are increasingly being integrated into the wearable devices because these can detect the vital signals like heart rate, blood pressure and glucose level. And as far as the ECG monitoring is concerned, the Pvdf sensors embedded in wearable patches, providing the real-time electrocardiogram data for the continuous heart monitoring. So For the blood pressure and respiration monitoring devices, we say that the PVDF sensors in variable cuffs or patches can detect mechanical stress or pressure changes associated with the blood flow or respiratory rate. This data can be transmitted wirelessly to healthcare providers for remote monitoring. For example, a smart ECG patch that uses PVDF based sensors to monitor heart rhythms, transmitting the data to a mobile application for real time analysis. So, expanding the knowledge about the devices, we will discuss the diagnostic devices, ultrasound imaging, prosthetic and robotic surgery. So in diagnostic devices, we say that PVDF is used in the diagnostic tools that require high sensitivity and non-invasive measurement techniques. And in ultrasound imaging, we say that the PVDF is used in ultrasound transducers because it is highly sensitive and flexible, and the transducers change the electrical signals into the sound waves, and as a result of this, we can receive real-time imaging of tissues. So this is the advantage of using PVDF, and these ultrasound devices are lightweight and durable. So these are ideal for applications such as fetal monitoring, cardiac imaging, and the musculoskeletal diagnostic. And when we talk about prosthetics and robotics, we know that the PVDF based sensors are used in prosthetic and robotic surgery to provide feedback on pressure and force. So this improves the functionality and the control of artificial limbs and robotic tools. And in prosthetic limbs, we say that in smart prosthetics, PVDF sensors detect the pressure applied during movement that helps users to adjust the prosthetic limb behavior according to their activity. In robotic surgery, PVDF sensors are integrated into robotic surgery tools to provide real-time tactile feedback, allowing surgeons to gauge the force applied during delicate procedures and make them more precise movement. And this is the pictorial representation of piezoelectric biosensors that are using that are used in the blood pressure monitoring. The next one is the energy harvesting in medical devices. Energy harvesting in medical devices, PVDF based sensors are also used in energy harvesting devices in which the mechanical energy from the human bodies, which is produced as a result of respiration, is changed into the electrical energy to power medical devices. And in self-powered variables, PVDF can be used in self-powered health monitoring devices where the mechanical energy generated by the user's movements or body it is harvested to power sensors and transmit data without requiring a battery. And in implantable devices, we say that the PVDF based sensors can also power implantable devices such as pacemakers, using the body's mechanical energy to prolong the life of the device without need for the external power sources. Now this slide is concerned about the experimental details, that how we can use the PVDF in the manufacturing of medical devices. So when we talk about the materials and chemicals, we need to know that in which form we are using PVDF, and what other things we are using beside this, what type of solvents we are using, and what type of nanofillers we are using, which type of techniques we are using in this film preparation, and in other things like annealing, stretching, and what things are required for the device integrations, and what are the requirements that need to be fulfilled for the accuracy in nanoengineering approaches and the sensor designs for the characterization and testing and the medical device integration. So let's give it a date. In experimental details, we will firstly discuss the materials and chemicals, and in this we know that PVDF is selected due to its excellent piezoelectric properties, and we are using the PVDF in the form of PVDF powders or the pellets, and the solvents we are using are the N-dimethyl formamide and the acetone. And the reason we are using both of these solvents are that these low the uniform polymer solution, and the DMF is responsible for the slower evaporation and for the better film uniformity, and the acetone is the drying, faster drying. So this is the reason that we are using both of these solvents. And when we talk about the nanofillers and additives, we say that the nanoparticles which we are using are such as zinc oxide, graphene, or carbon nanotubes. We add these nanofillers in to enhance the beta phase, as a result of which the piezoelectric effect will be increased. So these fillers also improve the electrical conductivity, mechanical properties, and sensitivity. In film preparation, we use electrospinning, and the solution of PVDF is prepared by dissolving the polymer in the suitable solvent, as I have told you earlier, the DMF and acetone, and with a specific concentration like 10 to 15 percentage weight, and the solution then is loaded into a syringe that is equipped with the metal needle and subjected to a high voltage, that is 10 to 25 kilovolt, and the jet of the polymer solution is then deposited onto a collector to form nanofibers with the high beta phase content. In the result, the piezoelectricity will be increased, and the solvent casting the PVDF is dissolved in a solvent and poured into a flat mold, and the solvent is allowed to evaporate under controlled conditions to form uniform thin film, and the annealing is performed at elevated temperatures 80 to 120 degrees Celsius to enhance crystallinity. So what is the phenomena that occurs in annealing or stretching? Annealing helps improve the beta phase crystallinity by heating the PVDF film into temperatures around 80 to 140 degrees Celsius depending on the desired phase transformation, and the mechanical stretching 1.5 to 4x of the original length is employed to align the molecular chains that will boost the or increase the beta phase content that is critical for the piezoelectric properties. And device integration is concerned about the laminated structures that PVDF films are laminated with electrodes, typically metal foils such as aluminum or gold, and this result in to facilitate the electrical output. And encapsulation, we use the silicone and medical grade polymers that are applied for the protection of the sensor from the external or outside factors like moisture and the mechanical damage. In nanoengineering approaches, we use nanocomposites like zinc oxide, graphene, and we disperse them in the PVDF matrix to enhance or to increase the electrical conductivity and piezoelectric response. And the ultrasonication is performed to achieve uniform dispersion of nanofillers, and the layer structures such as multi-layered PVDF films with alternating layers of nanocomposites and pure PVDF improve sensor sensitivity and mechanical durability. In sensor design, we say that geometry sensors are fabricated in various forms such as thin films, nanofibers, or 3D structures depending on the target medical application. And the electrodes are patterned using photolithography or direct deposition methods. Gold, platinum, or conductive polymers like PDOT, PSS are commonly used. In characterization and testing, we say that the D33 coefficient is measured to assess the piezoelectric output and the mechanical properties like tensile strength or the sensitivity and the stability. Medical device integration, the applications, the integration into wearable devices, biosensors, and implants. For example, a PVDF sensor embedded in wearable patch for real-time heart rate monitoring. And then the sterilization methods such as gamma irradiation or ethylene oxide treatment are employed to ensure biocompatibility without degrading sensor properties. In result and discussion, we know that there are multiple advantages of using PVDF into the medical devices. So this slide is about highlighting the advantages. For example, enhanced beta phase and piezoelectric performance, mechanical and environmental robustness, biomedical applications, simulation, and integration with the electronics. So briefly, I would explain this that to sum up all the benefits in few words, would be like that we achieve the enhanced beta phase and piezoelectric performance when we use PVDF in medical devices integration. And we say that the techniques and the procedures and the experiments we performed for using PVDF into the medical devices, as a result of that we gain the maximum beta phase piezoelectric effect. And we have gained that it revealed that the electrospinning at optimizing conditions such as high voltage and control Flouride yielded the highest beta phase content. So in all these advantages, the output is the maximum generation of the beta phase that is correspondingly responsible for creation of the maximum piezoelectric effect. And mechanical and environmental robustness, we say that the durability test under cyclic loading and various environmental conditions highlighted that their resilience, making them suitable for long-term biomedical applications. And in biomedical application simulation, we say that these sensors provide precise data on sound wave detection relevant to medical imaging or hearing aids, for example heart rate monitoring tests. And this indicated that the PVDF sensors offer reliable and accurate readings in dynamic conditions. And as far as the integration with electronics is concerned, we say that real-time data acquisition systems using these sensors successfully transmitted physiological data to external devices, demonstrating the potential for telemedicine applications. This seamless integration highlights their adaptability in complex electronic networks such as internet operated based medical devices. So for everything there is a pros and cons. And when we talk about the advantages and the positive aspects of something, we must need to address the challenges and limitations that are affiliated with this. So the challenges and limitations in using PVDF for the medical devices integration are multiple. For example, mechanical fatigue, temperature sensitivity, manufacturing consistency, and the integration with other material. Um, to sum up all the challenges in a brief words, we say that repeated when we applied mechanical stress for multiple times, this result in a degradation of PVDF. That is the real challenge. And it will also reduce the sensor performance. So when we talk about the temperature and sensitivity, we say that high temperature these properties can be influenced by the temperature fluctuation, which could impact the accuracy and reliability of the sensor. In manufacturing consistency, we say that when we perform the polling process to ensure consistent alignment of dipoles, variation in the polling process can result in inconsistent sensor performance. Integration with other materials, PVDF is often combined with the carbon nanotubes of graphene to enhance its mechanical strength and piezoelectric response. So, as a result of this, the integration process can be challenging and requires careful material compatibility assessment. So, all these challenges and limitations need to be addressed and overcome to have the better applications of PVDF in the medical devices integration. In this slide, I will address the future prospects and innovations. So the future of PVDF based piezoelectric sensors in medical devices look promising, driven by advancement in nanotechnology and smart materials. So there are several trends that are expected to shape the development of PVDF based sensors in the medical sector, such as nanocomposites, smart implantations, miniaturization and flexibility and self-powered devices. Nanocomposites, when we incorporate nanomaterials such as graphene, zinc oxide, or carbon nanotubes in PVDF, that enhances the piezoelectric properties and durability and mechanical strength, opening up to the new possibilities in the medical sensors. So this is the future prospect. And when we say that smart implementation, and devices that are smart, linked with the smart implants. We say that the PVDF sensors embedded in smart implants could continuously monitor internal parameters such as pressure, temperature, or pH, providing real-time feedback to both patients and healthcare professionals. Miniaturization and flexibility. The ongoing trend towards smaller, more flexible, and unobtrusive wearable devices will continue to drive the demand for lightweight and high performance PVDF based sensors. And in self powered devices, we say that the future research in energy harvesting could lead to more self powered medical devices that do not require batteries or external power sources, contributing to longer lasting and more sustainable healthcare solutions. So in this slide I have sum up all the previous slides in a conclusion paragraph, so you could have the better idea about the whole presentation in few words. Meaning that the polyvinylidene fluoride is a promising material for piezoelectric sensors that is using in the medical devices manufacturing. And next, I have discussed the properties that makes it suitable for its application in medical devices integration, such as biocompatibility, flexibility, chemical resistance, and durability. And the types of devices we are using PVDF in, like ultrasound imaging, prosthetics, and energy harvesting systems. And the next I talked about the challenges and challenges and the limitations that are concerned with using PVDF. For example, mechanical fatigue, temperature sensitivity, and um, many others. So there is a ongoing research related to overcoming these challenges and limitations, so that there is a brighter future for the smart health devices, and better healthcare options and better healthcare opportunities and facilities related to the using polyvinylidene fluoride based sensors or other sensors in medical devices integration. So as the healthcare industry continues to evolve, PVDF based piezoelectric sensors will play a crucial role in the development of smart medical devices that offer real time monitoring, improved diagnostic, and enhanced patient care. This was all about my presentation, and this was all from my side. I hope that you would have the better idea about the use of PVDF in medical devices integration. Thank you so much for your time.